this week's Torah portion, we read how Abraham sent his trusted servant on a mission to Abraham's homeland to find a suitable bride for his son Yitzchak. The servant, Eliezer, arrives and prays to God, asking for a heavenly sign to confirm his choice of a wife for Yitzchak. He would ask a young maiden for a drink of water, and the one who would answer, "Drink, and I will also give your camels to drink," would be the proper choice for Yitzchak. Soon after making this deal, Eliezer spotted a young girl, Rivka, who had come to the well to draw water for her family. He ran over and asked her for a drink, to which she responded, "Drink, and I will also draw water for your camels." He immediately knew that she was the one who would be the wife for Yitzchak. Now, certainly this is a very interesting way to choose a wife, especially when you're choosing for someone else. But of all girls, what made him approach Rivka and try out his test on her? Our sages explain that as he watched her approach the spring, he saw something unique. He noticed that unlike everyone else, she didn't need to labor in drawing the water. The waters miraculously rose from the well towards her. He immediately knew that she was a good candidate for this test. Our sages knew this detail in the story by close examination of the text. When she first drew water for herself and her family, the Torah makes no mention of drawing it. It simply states that she went down to the spring and filled her pitcher. When she brought water for his camels, the Torah carefully describes how she ran back and forward, drawing water for all his camels. From this, the sages understood that at the outset, she had not actually been required to draw the water. Rather, it had wondrously come up to her. But this begs the question. Drawing water for 10 camels can be a very strenuous task. If Hashem had performed such a miracle for her when drawing for herself, why didn't the same miracle occur when she went to draw water for the stranger's camels? Such a miracle would have come in really handy then. The answer lies in when the miracle occurred. When she was drawing for herself, the waters rose towards her. When she was trying to assist another, a thirsty stranger, and his camels, she had to work hard. God manipulated things in such a way because he wanted to teach us a very valuable lesson. Our kids live in a world today when they have grown to expect all things to come easy. As parents, we need to inculcate in them the idea that truly valuable things come with effort. Mitzvah performance is not always a walk in the park. Judaism can at times be very demanding. Similarly, doing a favor for another is not always easy. It's often easier to take care of oneself. We learn from Rivka that when caring for another, one has to be prepared to sweat. But it's the kind of sweating in the performance of a mitzvah, that is valuable and most dear to God. It was through that kind of sweat and that sort of effort that Rivka was chosen as the perfect candidate to be the matriarch, a role model for the Jewish people. Good Shabbos.